Hello everyone, right, to begin with, can you please just take 2 steps back, yes please, 2 meters back, that would be fantastic, yeah, 2 meters. Thank you very much, right. Now you're at safe distance, I can take my mask off. So, welcome to VegfestUK Summerfest Online. Well, I'm Tony Bishop-Weston. I'm a vegan chef for over 25 years. That's my latest cookbook there. And today, for you, all the way at home and all across the world, we are going to be making 4 different types of chocolate mousse. So I'm going to show you 4 different ways of making chocolate mousse. It's up to you how healthy or what ingredients you've got lying about in your cupboard, or whether you want it raw. So the first one we're going to do is with black bean, the juice from black beans, so aquafaba chocolate mousse. Then we're going to be using a really easy way. There's lots of things now, vegan products, that you can just whisk up and make cream. So one of the best is, and inexpensive, is Oatly Custard. Just whisk it up. Then you can also get double cream that you can whisk up these days. We're going to be making the old-fashioned way that I used to do 25 years ago with tofu and prunes, which is like toffee, and chocolate. So that's a toffee chocolate mousse. And then finally we're going to be making a raw one with avocados and cacao. Okay? Right. So first of all, we need the juice from the black beans. Now this one sounds a bit, it's organic, sounds a bit runny, sometimes you get nice and thick. What you can do if you really need, if you're making something that you really need it to hold together, like making little macaroons and things, is to heat the juice off the, hold on, what you can do, that magic bowl comes, what you can do is, if it's too runny, is to just heat it up and reduce it a little bit so it's a bit thicker, because this one feels like it's going to be a bit runny. But you just want the juice from the black beans. No beans. Try not to cut myself. It's always the way, isn't it? You're on camera and all of a sudden you slice your wrist and you have to rush off to hospital because you're looking at the camera instead of looking at what you're doing. That's not too bad. It's quite runny, but the thing is, if you do heat it up, you've got to wait for it to cool down because it won't work so well if it's still hot. Put those over there. Then you want and basically all you do of course we are on camera and we can do magical things like this. So into that go cream of tartar, the secret ingredient, and a little bit of vanilla essence, a squeeze of lemon, stop, a squeeze of lemon, Try not to knock everything off the table at the same time. So much fun cooking in the garden. And then finally, not the custard, no, not the custard, that's a separate recipe. Icing sugar, just a little bit, a little bit at a time. It's a good job you're 2 meters away. I will have to put my mask back on. Just sing to yourselves for a minute. We're getting peaks again. I said peaks, not pizza. And a little bit of coconut sugar as well, because that's more sort of toffee-like than icing sugar. That gives it a bit of flavour as well. And as you can see, that is no longer anything like bean water from a tin of black beans. So next thing we do is put the chocolate in, which has been not melted in water, it's been melted in a jug which is in hot water. And just let it cool a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Please feel free to talk amongst yourselves and save a little bit for decoration on the top. Spatula-y thingy. Aha! That's what I want. That's what I want. And what will happen is as the chocolate cools, then it'll help the aquafaba bean juice with sugar in it to set. So put it in the fridge for a couple of hours. You could even make ice cream. You make it really like, because you know, like if if you like make sorbet like they used to do with vegan ice cream, it's all very sort of icy. But the thing is, the secret to good ice cream is fat and air. So this has got lots of air in it. Oh, and the chocolate's got fat in it. And as you can see, that's already started to cool and set. You could put nuts in there. You could put a bit of crunchy peanut butter. You could put, you could fold into it honeycomb. You can get some chocolate chips and put those in. You could get some salted caramel essence, put that in. You could put a bit of coffee in it to make it more like tiramisu-y sort of flavour. You could fold other stuff into it. You could make without the chocolate, make a plain cream to fold into it. But that is just really, really lush. As you can see, I tell you what, let's put a little bit, just a little bit of maple syrup in the bottom. Yeah, that's already starting to set. You can see. And I know it doesn't look light and fluffy, but it really is. The cameraman is salivating a lot. But yeah, it makes great ice cream, this stuff as well. Well, you could make it into, you could actually, if you put it into a mould and make balls of it, so freeze them, and then dip them in cooled chocolate, melted chocolate, and then put them back in the freezer, and then take them out. Starting to really set now. There you go. It really is, believe me, delicious. You're going to like that. Right, so next we're going to be doing the retro style like I was doing 25 years ago, although I probably would have put a little bit of whiskey in back then, or a Cointreau or some sort of liqueur. So yeah, it's basically just tofu. And squeeze the water out of it. You can actually get a posh little thing to squeeze the water out of it, put weights on it, but it's just so easy to do it with your hands, and it's all so squidgy and lovely. Just Get rid of that. There we go. What else are we putting in here? Yeah, as I say, it's retro, so a bit of margarine for fat. We've got some lovely, well, probably wouldn't have used that as coconut sugar actually, coconut nectar sugar. Well, probably wouldn't have used that, probably would have used ordinary brown sugar, but as we've got it. Some walnuts, which chocolate and walnuts go together really, really well, and they've got omega-3 in, so why not? So that adds a bit more fat in there. Prunes have got loads more antioxidants in than blueberries, but they're also very, very toffee-ish. So when you mix them into stuff, I used to use dates, but dates or prunes, same thing, very, very toffee-ish. Prunes just got a little bit less sugar. So we had hemp seeds 25 years ago. We really did. That's adding more omega-3 in. You can not if you don't want, but we're going to. So is that everything? Oh, we could maybe grate a bit of orange in, because as we're not going to use the Cointreau, we'll just put a bit of orange zest into it as well. Oh. Overhead noise. It's typical, isn't it? Shooting a video and in the middle of the country, helicopter comes over just as you're shooting your video. Might cut that bit out. Just a bit of the juice from that in there as well. You don't want the and just a bit of the a bit of juice. Don't want to do that either. And then just whisk it all up. That's all you got. Oh, chocolate. Well, we'll whisk this. Flying hemp seeds. If you've got a food mixer, you can do it with that. Flying walnuts. Then we add the chocolate. Melted chocolate. Just melted in hot water. Well, the chocolate is not in hot water. Chocolate's in a jug, which is in hot water. So I shouted at it, it tried to get away from me. Again, 25 years ago, there was only really Blamel chocolate for vegans, and now everybody's making vegan chocolate, but still Plamel with their So Free brand are one of the only ones that can guarantee they've got a nut-free, dairy-free environment that they're making it. Because a lot of the, especially the American chocolates that say they're vegan, lots of the other ones as well, they say they're made to a vegan recipe, but they're made on the same production line that the dairy chocolate is made. So there's quite often, when they've been examined, they've got a lot of dairy in. So not really vegan. With Plamel, you know what you're getting. I think there's maybe another brand that don't do nuts, but you want a nut-free environment. But Plamel's nut-free and dairy-free factory. So you know what it's when it says. I'm getting on the packet. So with this you've got a lovely now all of these mousses do love to settle in the fridge and get cold, and I often think they're better the next day actually. That's really nice. Just a little bit of whiskey that would, I think, bring that alive. I mean, not that it's lovely already, but just a little bit of whiskey or a little bit of rum, a bit of brandy maybe, Cointreau. It's what we used to do in the old days. Right, let's try a bit. Good old-fashioned vegan pudding, that. Just like your mother used to make. What can we do? We could cut, by the way. I know what we could do, go really retro. And just stick a walnut on the top. Find a whole one. Whole one. There we go. It's probably as good as you used to get 25 years ago. Lovely. Gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so number 3 in the chocolate mousse, vegan chocolate mousse. This one, you've never had it so good, you've never had it so easy, because now there's all these products. Oh, chocolate on my finger. There's all these different products now that you can just literally whisk up into cream. Yeah. So this is the Oatly Custard, but there's all different sorts of German-made cream. You can even get squirty cream now. So this is really, 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 really easy. There is no excuses. I mean, I know the other ones are easy, but this is super easy because this is just Oatly. Oatly, whip it good. That's what it says on the back. Whip it good. Give it a good whooping. whippable vanilla custard. Like I said, you have never had it so good. I think actually, if you're new vegan, it must be really difficult, because in my day, I mean, you used to go into a restaurant and say, I'll have the vegan choice, and they go, we haven't got a vegan choice, go next door. Nowadays, I mean, there's so much choice everywhere. Which vegan pudding would you like, sir? I'll have the vegan pizza. Which vegan pizza would you like, sir? So easy before, so difficult for you now. I don't know how you cope, really. You must sit there for hours going, oh, I don't know which one to choose. Right, look at that, lovely, lovely, all over the place. So now all we have to do is add the chocolate. Stay. Just a little bit longer. Please. Say you will stay. So yeah, again, melt the chocolate in a jug in water. Not melt the chocolate in water, melt the chocolate in a jug in water. Do you know what, actually? I think what actually I'm going to do, save a bit of that. Save a bit of this. Still hot. Purely airport's busy today, isn't it? Right. So all we do, we get our highly processed gloop. Actually, it's Oatly, so there's not much bad stuff in this. Just oats, good old-fashioned oats. This is more like Angel Delight, I think. I think still hot. It's a good thing about raw food, you don't burn your fingers. That's quite retro as well, really. Where's my dollop of... Oh, right, no, put it over here, didn't I? There we go. Got a dollop of that. Dollop of this, dollop of that. We'll just have a little fiddle. So there you are. A modern, very easy, so easy, done in minutes, chocolate gloopy mousse. Right, let's get on with the raw one, shall we? Okay, very, very quickly, probably even more quickly than the last one, which was very quick. Raw chocolate mousse, or cacao mousse. So yeah, basically an avocado. This is, oh, very hard one. Come on. Yeah, you're not coming out, are you? You little swine. Ready to eat my left nostril. Who's that bleeping away? One avocado. I should do take two, but I just go. That's what normally happens. This is quite a firm, but it doesn't matter because you're going to whisk it up into a lovely creamy sauce, so it doesn't matter if it is hard. Obviously, if it was a little bit riper, it's every vegan's quest, isn't it, to open up the avocado and find it just like it says on the packet, ready to eat. Oh, and lovely and soft. They're never blooming perfect, are they? Hardly ever. But like I said, this is fine because you're going to whisk it up into a creamy. So then we have the ready to eat, what are these called? Apricots. Here we go. Ready to eat apricots, some chia seeds for omega-3, and cacao. I think that's got a bit of lucumor. Put a bit of maca in it. Well, let's put some lemon juice. The lemon squeezer? No, we haven't got lemon squeezer. Why haven't we got a lemon squeezer? Cameraman, have a look in that bucket over there, will you please, and see if we have a lemon squeezer. Don't press that button because I'm going to squeeze it anyway. And if a lemon squeezer magically appears from my right hand side, you know it was a success. And if it doesn't, you know it wasn't. Little wooden thing? No, doesn't matter. We'll just do a bit of this. And try not to get any pips in there. Have you got any pips? Well, that's a nice lemon actually. This is a lovely lemon. Somebody's beeping away. Lovely jubbly. Oh, then we have got pip in there actually. Well, it's not bad. Cameraman failed abysmally. Not his fault. Right, so all you have to do now is whisk it up. And try not to get cacao everywhere. Right. Yeah. Maple syrup. Go have a bit of maple syrup in there. Because that's just squeezed from a tree. Quite literally. Well, not squeezed, really. More tapped. No trees were harmed in taking the juice from the maple tree. Which, incidentally, there is a huge one just there. Acer, same family, not sure. try tapping that, shouldn't we? See if we can get any. See if we can get any maple syrup out of our huge maple tree. Anyway, get it as smooth as you can. Oh, my bit. Chef's bit. What are we going to do? Let's try this. A bit of that. On the bottom there. Just trying to think if whiskey is raw. No, because you cook the peat, don't you? Yeah, and then it's heated up to a really high temperature to get the alcohol. Not raw. You could make some cashew nut cream to go on top of this though. Just literally whisk up the cashew nuts. There you go, lovely. There you are. So yeah, I think we're there, aren't we? 4 different chocolate mousses in seconds almost, by the power of magical videoing. Enjoy. And thank you for tuning in to VegfestUK Summerfest Online. I've been Tony Bishop-Weston. This is my book.